Tracker's gonna live the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. Mouse is a mighty power that can save the day. Mouse, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. Mouse, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays, fire away.
This hacker's good. I'm gonna stop him though. I can't let him in. Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this remote location for Behind the Mask. It's a Saturday. I'm at work, and I wanted to take a few minutes to do something not work related. And I asked a little while ago about your first mask toy, like your first experience with them. I posted a picture of myself and asked you to post a picture or a text with your memories. And yeah, getting the episode together right here, right now. And I wanted to read some of them off because it's interesting to see, one, just how far back you can remember, and two, what was first for you and what was not. Like mine was Thunderhawk, and it's different for everybody. And it just so happens that my original Thunderhawk is here at my work office. You can see it right up there. I'll go grab it. Excuse the dust. I don't dust that often in here, but this is my original. It's pretty good condition. The mechanism works better than the one I have in my home collection, but that one's autographed by Doug Stone. I didn't want to leave that here at the office. I'll review Thunderhawk one day, but not today. But I just want to go over this one. You know, this was mine here, and the original figure. And I was able to find that figure. Found it wedged, like behind a radiator in my old house, my parents' house. So it's pretty cool to kind of put that history back together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off some of your memories, and if there's a picture attached, I'll put it up there too. And I'll try to get your names correct. If I don't do it correctly, I apologize. But so let's take a look at it together. All right, so now that I have the screen share up here, let's take a look. Again, I posted that, my original Thunderhawk is here with me. Let's see, Emmanuel, Piranha. Okay. $1986, you got them. Okay. So you had Piranha, then Jackhammer. Understood. Tony, Switchblade was his first. And for those of you who don't know, Tony is one of the showrunners for RetroCon, a great guy. So it's always nice to appreciate the fact that there's people out there that put masks first in some of the shows that are out there. Well, not first, but they include it with everything. Let's see, Piranha. Let's see, parents gave it to me during holidays, South of France. He ordered a Jackhammer. I wonder. So, Michael, I wonder if it's still there. Did you ever circle back on that? If you're, watching the episode, let me know. Condor. Okay. Still has them all. Started with Condor. It's cheap. Impulse buy. All makes sense. Still sold off his collection when he moved into college. Yeah, it's something to look back on and discuss, really, and kind of put together the fact that when you move or you know, to have a downsize or something like that, you might do that, and then you just kind of kick yourself. Condor variant. What was this first? Let's look at this. Interesting. Gator. Bought it in Mervin's. Never heard of that. Condor. Switchblade at a Mexican Walmart store. Condor. Thunderhawk. His dad drove the car, a red car. So that's cool. Like, you got into the car and thought it was Thunderhawk. It's a cool memory. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what car my parents had when I got that. I would say it was it a van? I know my dad had a red van at one point and like a gray Escort. But I can't remember what it was. Volcano was a first. That's interesting because it's not really one that you consider a first. Rhino and Thunderhawk. Carl, you were lucky. So you got Hurricane from a store called the White Elephant. Piranha. Richard. That's a common one. It's like Condor and Piranha were the first two because they were, you know, less expensive and an easier kind of purchase for a parent to make at the time. Yeah, that's interesting. One of the adventure packs by Michael here. And another Michael here, a Stiletto first. So it's nice that you love that car, but man, it's a shame that that was your first one. Just because of how insulting it was to Gloria to kind of push her down that far. But you know, again, I posted here, like, I wouldn't think of that as a first, but it's an interesting concept. Robert. It's got Brad Turner, no Condor. Did you pretend that you had Condor? Let's see here. So he teamed up with G.I. Joe. He was already doing the crossover way before Hasbro came up with it. Jackhammer. And his brother got Jeff here. His brother got Thunderhawk, Switchblade. So you were on the Venom side. Eagle grocery store. See, like, look how cool it is. So there's a Mexican Walmart. you got the White Elephant. You got these, you know, some of these mom and pop shops, grocery stores, and it's the concept that you kind of miss these days. You don't really have that go out and find type thing. You know, you go to Walmart if you collect action figures. You go to Target, and there's local comic shops, but you don't have the same kind of feeling. You don't have the same, I guess, like, excitement that you normally would if you were out in the wild. So we got Kevin here, got a Piranha and a Gator. Before the cartoon or comics came out, I had no idea what they were. I just knew they were the greatest toys. It's a Millennium Falcon. That's strong praise. Must be a Kenner fan. See Russell here. His favorite toy was Piranha. Let's see. So I'm guessing you got Piranha and Gator first up. Willis, who's a big poster. All the first series for Christmas. Mom was in the hospital. We got up Christmas morning and opened up everything and then took them to the hospital. I remember playing on the cold floor in my mom's room. It's a nice story. I hope that, I'm glad you remember it vividly, and I hope that your mother was able to leave the hospital very soon after that. First was Condor, and then I got Rhino. And Stex, sorry if I got your name wrong there. Christian here. Rhino was his first. Thanks. Let's see. Got Jesse here. So Jesse probably posted somewhere else. So here it is here. Okay. So Jesse doesn't remember his first, but he has a story. So his grandparents went to Hawaii and he really wanted to switchblade. They got back from the trip and my grandma calls our house Monday morning. I answer the phone and the first thing I say to my grandma is, "What did you get?" You know, it's not an uncommon thing that we did because we were all little jerks at one point. It didn't mean anything by it. It's just, you know, it's just useful, like, you know, excitement. Your mom overheard and you weren't able to get Switchblade until after swimming lessons. So I'm sorry that you had to be tortured with that. Stian, who I've talked to in the past and, you know, randomly off and on here, does a lot of really cool stuff on Shapeways. First was Hurricane, then Thunderhawk, and Stinger. He bought a Rhino, Condor, Vampire, and Raven cheap from a guy at elementary school. $5 for Rhino. Wow. It's like you gotta, I don't know if you guys watch like the Goldbergs and all, but there's an episode with Nick Swartzen where he's got like knockoff toys or something in the trunk of his car. But like, that's what I would imagine. Like, there's a guy at the school selling the toys out of the back of his car for like $5. That'd be pretty funny, actually. Richard, the 2-pack of Mayhem and Tracker. You got Derek here, Thunderhawk and Condor. Where's first? He has a picture. Let's open it up here. Nice hat, by the way, there. You are rocking that hat. And there's your Thunderhawk. Very cool. It's cool to have those pictures. I mean, I find so anyway. Like, there's a photo album on the Facebook page here that has a bunch of my pictures that my mom took with me playing with the mass toys. So if you want to check it out, feel free. See, Jermaine got a jackhammer, and then Condor and Gator. So yeah, so I don't know if you played with them the same way I did. Pretty much, I can remember like throwing them at my brother. Looking back, it's kind of a jerk move, but I'm pretty sure he did the same thing back to me. So it worked its way out. We're fine. Rashid, I think, is how you pronounce this? First though was Iguana. Okay, that's a first, but it makes sense though. Like if you weren't exposed to it till the second series, it's one of the smaller ones, so that makes sense. We got Chadwick here. We got a Condor. Let's see, John Morgan had Vampire, Scott, T-Bob, and Raven in that order. That's not a bad little small collection because you could fight Vampire and Raven together, or you can use them both to run over Scott and T-Bob. You have that option too. Let's see, Bradley has Condor. Being a Brad myself, I was very excited about the Brad action figure. Let's see, Mr. Kiro Wack. I don't remember what you said in the interview. I'll have to go back and read it, listen to it, and then I will post it magically right here. Andy, Rhino, and Switchblade. Wow, Andy, that's a good one. Like, you get those both at the same time, you're gonna have some epic battles. Humberto, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Piranha and Condor, and then Thunderhawk. So that's a nice little collection too. Let's see, Peter, I think. Condor. Let's see. Birthday money. That's a good use of your money. Let's see. You got a vampire here for Eric, and a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Was the Pabst your first beer too? Curious. But here's this vampire. And then we got Lucas here. We got Brad Turner and Condor. And then we got Brent. We got a Switchblade. So the general consensus is Condor and Piranha. But the fact that you're able to remember some of the stories and remember where you got them from, it's an amazing testament to how we are attached to these pieces of plastic. They're not just, they're not just decoration. They're not just your collection. They're your memories. They're your way of looking back at the past and remembering all the fun you had, and remembering all the times you probably tortured your parents on wanting to buy you these. For me, I don't remember the order exactly. I just remember getting this first. But I got a lot of my collection initially because of going to the dentist all the time. It was a way for my parents to get me to go without a fuss. So not only did they have to pay for the dental work, but then they had to buy me a toy. So I'm sorry about that, Mom and Dad. I'll make it up to you by buying you a toy. Does that seem fair? So if you weren't on the post and you want to comment on what you remember your first one being, let me know in the comments here. I'm curious if you have a story, let me know it too. And until next time, this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
And Spectrum's got such